Well, success can be a blessing and a curse when you're the Tennessee football program. You beat all those teams a year ago. You beat Florida, you beat LSU, you beat Alabama, you beat Clemson. You get to #1. You're supposed to absolutely annihilate everybody, right? Well, then Austin Peay came to town. Tennessee 2-0. But do they feel like it was good enough? We'll talk about that and much more. It is Gator Hater Week. Coming up next on the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spyre Sports. This is the Player Show. Mark Packer along with Chris Brown, Jason Swain. Tennessee wins the game 30-13. When is it not good enough that you win 30-13?
Man,
it's how you play at the end of the day. I mean, when you are on this football team as a player, you are held to a standard, and the scoreboard will take care of itself.
Yeah.
It's about you doing your job, playing hard, playing mistake-free. If you do that, the scoreboard will take care of itself. And for last year, the record was really, really good for Tennessee. Last night, that was not a Tennessee football team that we recognized under the Coach Heupel era. But you won the football game. No one got hurt, but you got to get better quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Take a look at the stats here. You see Milton where he ended up. Now, there was a point. He was 1 for 8, and you're like, what in the world's going on? Well, they started throwing passes literally from me to Swain,
yeah.
And they got Milton going, got him going. Defensively, they played really well for a second game in a row. I guess, Chris, what jumps out and grabs you from what you see on the screen there?
I mean, obviously, you see Joe started off slow. Receivers had some drops early. We'll talk about that here a little later. But obviously, I think the guys came and we won the game. Listen, a few years ago, we would have killed to score 30 points in the game, right? We've gotten used to this up-tempo. We've gotten used to this fast. And listen, at the end of the day, it was Austin Peay. And I think the expectation was people come out, we're going to get the starters to get out at halftime, and we're going to kind of get some other people to play. But Austin Peay came to play. You know, Swain kind of shared a story with me about some people he talked to before the game, talking about what Austin Peay was going to do. These guys came to play. They played their best game. We didn't come out and play as fast as we could, and it kind of showed.
Let's not get it twisted. Last night was unacceptable. Let's be honest. It was unacceptable. But you won the game at the end of the day. You can play bad, still win. There's a lot of teams in college football right now that play bad 1 or 2 games, week 1, week 2, and they did not win the game. So you have opportunity to go get better, go to the drawing board, fix these mistakes. What stood out in that graphic was the 10 penalties for 88 yards. You had some pre-snap penalties. You had some holding on the outside, on the perimeter. You got to clean that up.
So you guys are players. We got D. Williams coming in here in just a few minutes. Players come in here every show. You bust your tail. You work hard in practice. You get out there and you play hard. And then you got fans booing in the second quarter. And I'm getting a look out of both of you. How do you react to that? I mean, is it unacceptable for fans to do that?
I think fans are used to the product that they've seen, right? I don't like the booing. To me, it just doesn't send a good message. But these people pay money for these tickets, and you have to understand that as a player, they want a supreme product. When you're in the moment and you're dropping the passes that we dropped and we just didn't look the way we're supposed to look, people get upset.
The booing doesn't bother me. I understand people that may not like it, but it doesn't bother me one bit. The fans travel hours to get to Knoxville to come. They spend a lot of money for hotels. They spend their time, and time is the most valuable thing you can give someone. And it's obvious yesterday that we were not focused like we needed to be. And if the fans want to share their displeasure, then I'm fine with it.
So if you're Josh Heupel and you're all the coaches, you've got a team here that's felt really good about itself. Okay, #9 in the country, felt really good. We've asked this question before. Does it give you a real teaching moment to get this team to wake up before you go to Florida?
I think adversity is good. I think this is key to have adversity. I like how it happened kind of early in the season. These guys had to respond, and they had to play. They had to make sure that they were ready to go, Swain. Austin Peay didn't lay down. I know we've talked about that a little bit, but having that adversity, going down to the swamp, that's going to be a good thing. We worked on field goals. We worked on different things and different elements in that game that I think were important.
Fear of loss is an extremely
motivating force,
effective motivator for sure. And you do the same things you did versus Austin Peay versus Florida, you're going to lose to a team that's not good. and hasn't been good so far and expected not to be good. So you can't have pre-snap penalties. You can't have holding calls on the perimeter. It goes back to fundamentals, and those are things that you can identify on film. You can fix them during the course of the week, but you have to play cleaner, no doubt about it.
You know, Florida's going to watch this film. They're going to do some stuff that Austin Peay was doing. They're going to dissect it. I think that's another important thing. They're going to try to do some wrinkles that Austin Peay did to us, and Florida's going to have better athletes, right? So our DBs need to be ready to play. The RPOs were kind of an issue for us with the quarterback pulling the ball. So look for the coaches to clean that up this week. I think the defense will be ready to play because obviously it's going to be a very hostile environment down in Gainesville.
We'll get back into all of that in the second segment of the show, but the QR code's over on the bottom of the screen, and that is for you to be a member of the volunteer club. Hunter Badur is with us. He is one of the founders and owners of Spyre Sports. And I guess first off, Hunter, for all of those people that keep hearing NIL, I'd like for you to explain a little bit, NIL, what is its place in college athletics today?
Yeah, we're in year 3 of NIL, where student athletes have the opportunity to make money off their name, image, and likeness. And the best players across the country are, looking around at their potential college destinations, and is NIL a priority at these schools? And that's a factor for them. And it's just been a total seismic shift in all of college athletics.
I want to talk about briefly, and then I'm going to turn these guys loose on you as former players, and they're probably going to ask you how much they would have been worth in their day, which.
A lot to us.
Swain will be worth more than
that. A lot to us. That was $10 million.
I'm sure, especially after that touchdown against Cal. But anyway, okay, so coming up, there's a big watch party at Neyland Stadium. You got to be a member of the Vol Club to be able to go, and I know we're all excited about it.
Yeah, night in Neyland, and first of all, being a part of the Vol Club, it's never before have Tennessee fans had the opportunity to really affect winning. And the Volunteer Club is a subscription-based model where you can donate anywhere from $500 to $500 a month, and depending on what level you're at, there are some different perks. And one of the biggest things that we do is a lot of events throughout the year, and then this weekend we will have one of our biggest. It's called Night in Neyland. It's the first time something like this has been done, not only at Tennessee, but really across the country, where if you're a Vol Club member, you can purchase a ticket and watch the game at the social deck in Neyland Stadium this Saturday night.
Get a tour of the locker room, by the way.
Tour of the locker room, tour of the field.
Cool.
Get a lot of stuff. Hunter, obviously I've known you a long time, and we've grown up watching football and doing all that stuff. Obviously, as former players, we're excited to have the Vol Club. We're excited to have things like this for players and all of that stuff. Talk about, again, just fans being able to be a part of this. Like you said, you can donate anywhere from $500 to $500, which is a phenomenal thing for people just to be involved in something. But just talk about the involvement of fans. Talk about, maybe give us an idea of some of the things that you all have done so people can be a part of this.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember, there were a lot of people that said, isn't a college education enough? And I think, with Tennessee football going 11-2, you're seeing enrollment go up. You're seeing downtown hotel owners, bar owners, restaurant owners, all setting sales records. And winning generates revenue not only for the athletic department, but for the entire academic community. And so I think that's important to realize that, the coaches are making it happen, and they're compensated handsomely as they should, and so should the players.
All right, I'm going to throw this out there. We're going to put the QR code up on the screen. We're throwing a little perk out there. I don't know if Swain knows about this, but somebody who signs up for the Vol Club between now and the end of October is going to have the opportunity to come out here at the Locker Room Show, meet the players that are in studio tonight. That would be D. Williams, get an autograph, get a picture made. Maybe even Hunter will show up, and then the paparazzi will be right behind him. But there it is, thevolunteerclub.com. Click on the QR code, become a member. Memberships have exploded. Hunter, good to see you, man. Congratulations on your success, okay?
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you having me.
Sounds good. All right, when we come back, we're going to venture into what's next for Tennessee. That's Florida. Plus, D. Williams joins us coming up next on the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spyre Sports.
The Volunteer Club Locker Room is brought to you by the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club. Food City, Exterior Home Solutions, Lincoln Memorial University, Glass Doctor, and Garza Law.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop. where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At LMU, every door is open. Each can help me build my future exactly how I imagine it. Let's check those specs, guys. And lead to a career where I'll have an impact. As a nurse, how are you feeling today? A social worker.
I guess you started when I was younger.
Or an executive of a multinational company. Take a look at the third quarter. I know LMU will prepare me for a career where I'll make my mark. That's a cut. Because whatever door I walk into, there's a future for me.
Exterior Home Solutions will make one family's dream come true.
Do you know a family in need of a new roof?
Maybe it's leaking or needs repaired.
Whatever the needs may be, Exterior Home Solutions is going to give one lucky family an exterior home makeover.
To nominate a family that you think is deserving, simply go to the website at exteriorhomesolutions.com/makeover, and you can make your nomination there.
Exterior Home Solutions wants to give the gift of home to one lucky family.
Reach for the power with Dynabody Fitness. New Dynabody equipment is manufactured right here in Tennessee and shipped all over the country. Custom built, rugged, and guaranteed for life. Visit Dynabody.com and experience the difference.
I'm Coach Josh Heupel with Tyler and Will from the Sports Animal.
For UT info in the afternoon, no one does it like 99.1.
From Josh and Swain through Tyler and Will, you're blanketed in orange.
No one covers the Vols like 99.1, the Sports Animal.
For the play of the week is brought to you by Garza Law. And it was the touchdown in the second half where Tennessee fans could actually breathe. Actually, the end of the first half. They get the touchdown there, get the lead. Swain's giving me a look. Were you able to exhale and inhale? That was at the end of the first half to take a 13-6 lead.
The last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, that's the most important part. It's the middle eight. And Coach Heupel's been good at that since he's been here. And that gave Tennessee some momentum, carried into the locker room, came back out and scored the opening possession of the second half.
Okay, so let's turn our attention to Florida now, because enough of the two preseason games. Let's focus on the Gators now. It's time. Conference play starts. Is this team ready? And if they're not, where are you most concerned?
Well, I think you're concerned with last week just how we came out, right? That was a flat game. Neyland was sold out for Austin Peay. So
positionally, where are you like, okay, let's focus there?
Receivers need to catch the ball. I mean, okay. I think the wide receivers and what they did. Swain and I just talked off air. I know he's getting mad over here.
Swain's rolling his eyes at you.
That's all right. He's going to pile on this as well. Listen, at the end of the day, we talked about it. No ball is going to be perfect, Mark.
Okay.
No ball, there's going to be a defender on you. There's going to be wind. There's going to be something happening. Yeah. So if the ball hits you in your hands, it might be a little behind you.
When in doubt, blame the receivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
When in doubt,
that's where it goes. Go ahead, Swain.
This group of receivers, this is not last year. And last year, the receivers were the talk of the town. It was probably the most talked about position on the football team outside the quarterback. Well, last year is over.
They're playing on Sundays.
It's about what you do now.
Yeah.
And so far, in the first two games, it hasn't been pretty at all. Penalties on the outside, blocking, drop passes, fumbles. I mean, it's got to clean it up.
So Tennessee goes to Florida as a favorite. Tennessee's supposed to win this. For those of us that have been around here a long time, there's a little PTSD about going to the Swamp.
Yeah, the Swamp. I mean, it's been a long time since we've gone down there and won. I think you might have been on the last team that went down there and won.
Don't say that. Blow his head up.
I mean, I'm trying to.
Leading receiver, 4 catches, 54 yards.
Who's counting?
Yeah, he sure is.
Leave it to Jason.
Good memory. That's
leave it to Jason Swain to do that. No, listen, this is a game where you have to be ready.
Yeah.
The crowd's going to be there. Obviously, Billy Napier and where Florida started off the season with Utah didn't start off the way they needed to get started. Yeah. So we know it's going to be juiced. It's going to be jacked in there. So our guys, they better be ready to play.
All right, so let's bring D. Williams in here. He is going to be our Food City Player Perspective. I guess first off, you've heard us now for a couple of segments talk about what do you learn from game 1 and 2 to this game. So I guess within the locker room, what is the talk amongst the players about putting that behind you and moving on?
Really just coming in, focusing every day.
working and locking in on our keys. Coach always tell us to focus on the small things and make sure we get it done.
You know, D, obviously special teams are important, and we talked a little bit off camera about that. Talk about your role in returning kicks. How do you decide when you're going to return it, when you're going to fair catch it? What's going through your mind when that ball's off the punter's foot to make that decision?
It can get scary back there, but I always just trust the flight of the ball, and I always make sure I have enough time to keep my eyes on the gunners to see how close they are from me, and make sure the corners as well having a good hold up for me. And the chances I do get, I try to do my best to get as many yards as I can, but obviously I want to score, but if not, I just do my best to put the offense in best position.
Look at this. Look at the speed, by the way. You know, the difference between you and Swain is Swain can catch the ball as a wide receiver. They never put him back there returning kicks because he wasn't just as fast as you.
Maybe in high school. Maybe in high school.
Is it false?
I was a starting punt returner in 2004.
Were you really?
Yeah, starting punt returner. Gives you enough V in the Conscious Holloways.
The original Conscious
The
Holloways.
original ones, the OGs.
I thought that was Meacham the whole time, all these
No.
years. I've forgotten. Okay, hey, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the Food City player perspective.
Fact checking.
We'll send Swain over there when we come back.
The Volunteer Club Locker Room is brought to you by Ted Russell Ford, KOC, the official orthopedic partner of University of Tennessee Athletics, Better Mattress, Commercial Bank, Pilot, and KnoxvilleSmiles.com.
Exterior Home Solutions will make one family's dream come true.
Do you know a family in need of a new roof?
Maybe it's leaking or needs repaired.
Whatever the needs may be, Exterior Home Solutions is going to give one lucky family an exterior home makeover.
To nominate a family that you think is deserving, simply go to the website at exteriorhomesolutions.com/makeover, and you can make your nomination there.
Exterior Home Solutions wants to give the gift of home to one lucky family.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the third health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
When you're 6'4" and 320 pounds like I am, finding a mattress is a challenge. That's why I went to Better Mattress for help. It's not about just selling big store brands. At Better Mattress, it's about making a mattress that fits the person's body type and their personal preferences. Look, after a big football game, this body is tired and sore. I have to have a mattress that helps me rest and rejuvenate. Big O and Better Mattress. Good night, just got better.
Hey, welcome back. It's always funny to watch that commercial, Mark, and kind of just see these guys doing it. And we got a player here now, so we're going to throw it over to Swain for the Food City player perspective.
Yeah, here with D. Williams, big-time punt returner, explosive. But first, you got to earn that spot. In practice, you rarely have live situations, 11-on-11 punt team. How did you win the spot?
Really I just came in being prepared for it every day. I knew it was coming. Really just trying to outwork everybody that was also in the same position as me.
How do you feel like you prepared yourself for that moment? You were a guy that went to JUCO. Of course, you were a good high school player. No one is here at Tennessee unless they were good in high school. Yeah. But how did you feel like high school JUCO prepared you to win that job and be one of the best punt returners in the SEC?
Starting out in high school, I just always had the mindset of just to stay in my lane and just try to be the best person I can be. And also, once I got to JUCO, I really just dialed in on my goal, on like what I really wanted to do with life ahead of time. So I just really just locked in on the small things, and also I just kept God first and just kept praying about it. So,
if you had your choice, punt return for a touchdown or kick return for a touchdown, which one are you choosing, and why?
I think I'm gonna have to go with the kick return. I mean, it's longer yardage, so.
Okay, all right, I got you. So, when the ball comes off the foot of the punter, there's a couple things you have to look at. You have to know where the ball is going, how it's spinning,
right,
how far the ball is going to go. What is your favorite punt where you know, okay, this one, I love it, I'm going to get it, and I have a chance to score?
Really, when some punters kick out their coverage, and it's sometimes short, but it's sometimes the ball like a spiral. And once I take advantage for those, I think that's the best time for me to get as many yards as I can.
What do you do when you have a big-time return and there's a yellow flag and there's a hole? Like, do you react? Do you get mad at the guy? Do you tell him, don't worry about it, we'll do it over again?
Yeah, I don't react to it too much. I know it's gonna happen sometimes. I just get on the sideline, they'll come to me and be like my bad, like we'll fix it next time. I just tell them like, just keep going, like that's just one. We'll get it fixed the next play.
Have you been trying to talk to Josh Heupel about some snaps on the offense?
Yes, I have. I have. I want to help out the team the best way I can. So.
I love it, man. I love it. So, Florida, this weekend at the Swamp. What are you anticipating? What have you heard in the past about this game, especially going down to the Swamp? You were part of the team last year that won at home, beating Florida. But what have you heard about going down to the Swamp and playing?
First off, I know it's going to be hot, very humid down there. So. We got to hydrate this week for practice, and we're going to go down there and just execute every play and giving them our best. So, what
have you seen from Florida so far? I know it's early in the week. You got a couple days for prep, but anything you've seen from Florida on film that kind of get you excited about your opportunities?
Not really, but offensively, I know they got some pretty good skilled receivers there. So. I just know our defense gonna do their job every week. So, and special team wise, last year I was actually injured, so I didn't get the feel of how it was out there. But I know they have a decent punter.
Quick question, quick answer. Your favorite punt returner?
I got to go with Devin Hester.
Devin Hester. Hey, that's who I was thinking of. D. Williams remind me so much of Devin Hester, guys.
I hope he can do what Devin Hester did. You do that, your name will be in the Raptors here. So it's always good to have somebody that can return kicks and do what he can do.
Big stage coming up on Saturday. Good luck this week in Florida. We've got much more to get you ready for the Gators and the Vols coming up right after this in the Volunteer Club Locker Room, presented by Spyre Sports.
The Volunteer Club Locker Room is brought to you by the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club. Matlock Tire, Gray Hodges, Humana, D1 Training, and Aqua Clear Water Systems.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great!
You're all set. What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah!
I'm Dr. Mike Costa, Malone & Costa Dentistry. You can find us at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. I'm standing here in front of a dental robot. We're one of 2 dentists in the state of Tennessee that utilize this cutting-edge technology. Do you have a broken tooth, a tooth that's in pain, or a denture that doesn't fit well? Maybe you're a little anxious? You can come in and we offer comprehensive sedation services and utilize this awesome technology to give you precise, accurate care. If you think this technology can help you, visit our website at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. I look forward to helping you.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Visit us at one of our 2 locations on Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah.
All right, time now for Humana going inside the huddle. Who did it? Who did it well? Well, it was really honestly the Tennessee defense coming through. 2 games in a row. Aaron Beasley, the leading tackler for Tennessee. We'll see if they can do that against Florida coming up on Saturday. About 90 seconds left in the show. Chris, we'll start with you. Keys to a Tennessee victory against the Gators.
Listen, how do we bounce back in the swamp? How does Joe Milton play? How does everyone kind of just come back and do what we need to do? Obviously, the defense played well, I thought. So they need to go down there. They need to play well. They need to create some turnovers as well. So defensive front four, get some pressure, create some back-end pressure so we can get some turnovers.
Yeah, for me, it's about stopping the run, forcing their quarterback to throw, obvious passing downs. Expect pressure. Austin P came after us a lot, but you got to protect to get the ball down the football field. And then receivers, you got to play better. Simple as that. This game's going to be about explosive plays.
Listen, Tennessee's supposed to win this game, but I still, as I said earlier, it's still in the swamp. It's still Florida. I still got bad memories.
Show up and play, and we should win this game. We have to show up and play. I mean, we can't have a repeat of what we
Next
had.
Sunday, if we win, Mark Packer's wearing the orange jacket.
Oh, I'll have the orange blazer. I'll promise you that. Tennessee beats Florida. The orange blazer comes out for the first time this year. Come on, make it happen. Hey, thanks for making us a part of your week on the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spyre Sports. Tennessee and Florida coming up on Saturday. Go Vols.